here I am in the kitchen. But when I come into the kitchen, if you were to see me when I was a child or a young boy, my mother would never let me in the kitchen. Never. Matter of fact, if she saw me in the kitchen, she would. One time I had the dishwasher machine door open, and I was trying to figure out how the dishwashing machine works by putting on the different knobs. Oh, she got so upset because I might have broken it. Well, here I am back in the kitchen, and I hope my mother doesn't see me. This is the Vinod steamer. Vinod's a really nice, company. They do their best. Vinod even admits the difficulty in being able to make a stainless steel that doesn't put its own flavor into the food. And they even admit that we tried our best to mix the different ingredients so that the stainless steel, because people are thinking that stainless steel does not ruin the taste, but the makers, the known makers of stainless steel, and very well known, Vinod, V-I-N-O-D, V-I-N-O-D, Vinod, the best. And this actually comes with 3 of these, okay? Now, I can't remember. I think it's just worth about 1,500. So, hope I don't knock anything over here. Now, to make this gluten, this is going to be gluten-free, and it's pretty good. Gluten-free flour. So, you got this. You don't want those holes to be covered up by the flour. So, I have a little gadget, a little screen. You can do anything, Put it down in there so the flour doesn't go straight on there. I've got another one. Let's see if we'll knock something over here. I got another one, And also you got the steamer, the flour steamers. You got so many ways of doing it. Okay? So you get something like that, you don't want to cover it up, and you take, and you just start putting the flour in there. I can pretty well fill this whole pot up. Fill the whole pot up, and then put it on. Yeah, you don't think. Yeah, I'm pretty good in the kitchen, My mother would be proud. Okay, then put it on, steaming. You can put it on low flame, it doesn't matter. You don't have to hit it hard. You have to hit it good enough, but not hard. And then I go around 30 minutes or 45 at the most. And then when it's done, this flour will become hard, and you can break it into big pieces. And then you take those big pieces and they crunch to really fine powder. Then you know it's done. And some places that from the top, from the pot above it, some water will drip, and it'll make a little bit of a junky mess on top. But don't throw it away. That's also cooked. I just go ahead and make like a cereal, because it's digestible. I just boil some water, throw that in, and take it as, with some flavoring to it. But what the problem is with the flour. Now, this is not a problem that wasn't unknown for centuries. Around here especially, the wheat used to be acorn, or one corner of the star. Now the wheat is 5 corners of the star. Now, the 5 corners of the star, what they do is they just add more and more gluten. So the more corners of the star, the more gluten you got. So it's not the same flour that Krishna was eating with or anybody like that 5,000 years ago. And only some places produce that flour. And it's not really a domestic flour. It's got, I think it's got 40 chromosomes in it, if I remember, right? And you cannot destroy that acorn, wheat. You can't destroy it. If you grow different wheat products near a different wheat, then that wheat will even transfer to the other guy's wheat, or his wheat will transfer to your wheat and change it. But that acorn, you can't change it. It's very strong chromosomes. The sequence of the chromosomes is very strong. In other words, it fertilizes your chromosomes too. But it's expensive, difficult to get, and everything. But Sarananda in the United States grows it. Yeah. So I was just trying to do this because, and the other thing is, it's not a thing that's just coming up and everybody's just coming aware of it. No. If you ask the old farmers around here, when they would have some wheat that they wanted to grind themselves, they would throw it in water. The specific way to throw in the water, some people still do it, but what happens is when you throw it in water, it becomes that really fine powder after it's dried in the sun. And then that really fine powder gets stuck in the mill, so the people don't like it. So they say, okay, you can only put it in water for 3 hours. If you put it in water for 6 hours, then you're going to jam the guy's thing. But in other words, you're not getting full benefit. You're getting half the benefit of changing the gluten. Full benefit means that real powdery substance. And that's what the farmers were eating. They were not eating just wheat and grinding it up and everything and then cooking something. No. They would throw their wheat in a hole, not all the wheat, but a lot of the wheat, and then, for a week have enough wheat. And then they just dry it out in the sun, and, there's plenty of sun around here. And you don't let it sprout. You can't let it do that. So you do it, just before 6 hours are up, and then you got it perfect. But here, I'm having a hard time, but this is multi-grain. This is really good multi-grain. And I want to take benefit of all that. So what I do is I just put the water down there, put the flour right there with a little thing to make sure that the holes don't get all stopped up, and just cook it for about 45 minutes. And that'll definitely help you out a lot. It's definitely easier to digest. And yeah, you can give me some feedbacks on it and everything, but I just thought I'd put it out. I don't run around with this microphone on all the time, but when I see something that other people should know about, I take the time to see how I can put it together. A little awkward how I put things together, but I hope you're getting the point. The point is, the gluten before is now 5 times more gluten within 1 grain of wheat. You're getting 5 times as more gluten. You could glue a lot of things to a wall if you'd like. But it just makes it not so digestible. And also the heat. There's heat within that gluten. And now that the summer's coming, It really is disruptive. Yeah. So that's just something that I wanted to put out, and hope I've covered everything on it, and hope you enjoy it. Oh, we do these chapatis, and we even, if I want to, I get this, once this flour is cooked and everything, if I want to, I just throw something with water, boil the water and throw about 2 good heaping spoonfuls there, mix it up, throw some raisins in, give some flavor to it. Perfect. Doesn't take any time at all. Nice and easy. And it just I was thinking, it looks like it's gluten. So what I did is I put it on my tongue and I just wait. It just totally dissolves. It just dissolves. It's so nice, It isn't sticky. It may look gluten, but it isn't sticky. It doesn't have that sticky gluten thing. Okay, that's it for today. Oh yeah, better to say what then you know how old the video is. Yeah, today is the 12th, and the 12th is a full moon, Purnim, and this is a very beautiful Purnim, because Saturday is the day for Hanuman, and today is Saturday, and today is Hanuman Jayanti, his appearance of Hanuman. So it's a very good day. It's not just a good day, but it's a very good day. And I hope everybody has a very good day today. Okay, let's see, anything else? The day, 12 April 2025. A little harsh winds and raining again. At night it's been harsh winds and raining. It's sad because it's ruining the wheat production. This is supposed to be the dry time, and the rain is just going to set everything back. You would say, okay, they just have to wait for another week and it'll be dry again. Yeah. But once this month is over, it's windy. And when you try to harvest wheat with the wind blowing hard, you lose it. You just lose it all. So it's getting to be a little bit, for the people who are harvesting wheat, it's getting a little bit hard for them to do their harvest right this year. During the winter, it was nice and rainy, a little bit rainy. So the wheat grew good, and I just hope it'll have the weather will give us a little bit of time for no rain. Okay. Matter of fact, I got to tell you, I looked on the weather forecast. It wasn't supposed to rain again today, and it rained. And this rain is really mysterious because it comes right at the evening time around 8 o'clock. And it was 80 kilometers per hour, gust of wind, 80 kilometers per hour, and it ripped my solar panel off its little position. But it didn't break anything because I readjusted it this morning. But it was very strong, 80. And it was gusting. So you go from no wind to wind, no wind to wind. And it's, so that was yesterday. And today it was gusting just a little bit and then passed by us. So it's not even supposed to be here. It's not even in the schedule, The drama is strange. Okay. Anything else? Trying to get it all in. You have a nice night. And I hope you'll enjoy, and you can tell me. I tell you, some nice apples and raisins and a little of this powder. Mix it up. Perfect. Okay. I'm too lazy to make chapatis.